I'm so excited about Life Group this week. I'm speaking about a really good conversation around authenticity, and so I really am hoping that there's a conversation in your home or wherever you have your Life Group. One of the key things about creating an authentic environment, I suppose, as the leader, is learning how to ask good questions. And so just a few tips on that. Remember to ask open-ended questions, not questions where people can answer yes or no, or it's just too easy. Open-ended questions. What do you think about this? Why do you think that happened? Those sorts of things. Also ask follow-up questions. So if someone's given an answer to a question, perhaps to say, why do you think that? Or what do the rest of the group, what do the rest of you think about that? So just to follow up on those sorts of things, to really get down to not just what their head is saying, but also what their heart is saying. Perhaps to really get a conversation going, you can be the one to, in a sense, start an argument. There's nothing wrong with playing a little bit of devil's advocate, asking some questions like, do you really agree with what the author is saying in this chapter? Why not? Maybe a question like, why do you think God designed it that way? Do you think he was being a little bit strict, or something like that, just to be a little bit controversial and get people's responses out onto the table. And then lastly, just to make sure that the rubber hits the road. I think when it comes to authenticity, it has to get out there into our real lives. And so what are you going to do about this? What is this? How's this going to change how you live at home? How's this going to change your relationships? What's the one thing you're going to take away from tonight's discussion? Remember that the only way something can be authentic is for us to create a safe space. And so perhaps this week would be a good week to remind your group, or maybe it's the first time you've ever spoken about it, kind of about the group values. Confidentiality. This is a safe space. We're not going to kind of go and blab about stuff beyond these four walls. Trust, encouragement, those sorts of unconditional love, those sorts of values that your group holds to. Maybe remind your group about that, so that creates a bit of a safer space. And then lastly, perhaps you need to follow up on some stuff one-on-one. There may be some things that someone might mention that's not good to go into as a group. Maybe pick up on those things afterwards over coffee, or maybe sometimes during the week. But I pray for an authentic Life Group this week, and God bless as you lead it.